You're about to hear something that no one else was meant to hear. Something sacred, something hidden. But first, before everything changes, I want you to ask yourself one thing. Why do I feel this right now? Why did your heart stop the moment you saw this message? Why did you feel like this was calling your name? Because it is. Archangel Michael says, the one you miss, the one you love, the one who left this world too soon, they're trying to reach you right now. And if you skip this, if you silence this moment, they may not get another chance. I know what you're thinking, that maybe this is just another message. But it's not. This is the message. Heaven has been waiting for hours to deliver this to you. The winds have shifted, the time has opened, and finally you're here. You didn't come across this by chance. Your soul was summoned to this exact moment. The angels are watching. They are holding their breath. And Michael himself says, my beloved child, this is your final warning. If you close this now, you'll never know what they were desperate to tell you. Don't skip this, please. Something is about to disappear. And the person who passed, they begged the angels to stop you from making a mistake that could change everything. There is something happening behind your back right now, something you can't see. And if you don't listen, you'll only realize it when it's far too late. Archangel Michael says, this is not a coincidence. They've been trying to reach you for days, 4 nights. Their soul was whispering your name when you couldn't sleep. That wasn't just a dream. That wasn't just your imagination. That was them crying, calling, hoping you would finally see this. And now you have. Michael says they were taken too soon, and their biggest fear was not death. It was you forgetting what they never got to say. That moment before they passed, they had a thought and it was about you. And now they've sent a sign. This message is the sign. They are screaming through heaven. Please show it to them before it vanishes. Do you want to know what they saw before they died? They saw you, and now you're standing in the most sacred moment of your life. You're standing in a divine portal where time bends, where truth is finally allowed to be spoken. This is why you've been feeling off lately. This is why you've been thinking of someone who's gone. This is why the clocks have been repeating numbers. The universe has been preparing you for this single message. Archangel Michael says, they've waited long enough. Please don't make them wait anymore. You were not supposed to know this truth until now. That's why it feels heavy in your chest. That's why your eyes are beginning to water without knowing why. Because your soul remembers. They tried to send dreams. They tried to send signs, but the pain you were carrying blocked it until now. Today, the door is open. Michael says, if you stay, you will hear what they've been dying, literally dying to say. But if you walk away, this message will fade forever. Their final message is inside this. Your name, your energy, your fate, it was carved into this moment by something divine. And the truth is your pain is not just sadness. It's a signal. It's heaven's way of knocking on your door. Archangel Michael says, they are still with you. They never left, but they need you to know what was hidden. And if you read carefully, you'll begin to feel them. Right now, they are sitting beside you, watching, whispering, praying you won't skip this, because if you do, their message will disappear with the wind. Michael says they have been trying to protect you from what's coming next. But without this message, you will walk into the future blind. There is something about your family. They want to tell you something that is about to break apart if you don't act. Someone is hiding something. And your loved one who passed, they saw it coming. They tried to speak it in their final breath, but no one listened. So they waited and waited until God allowed them to speak through this moment. You are the only one chosen to hear this because you're the only one who can stop what's coming. Michael says, this is sacred. This is sealed. This is only for you. Please, my beloved child, open your heart and read every word. Heaven is watching, and the one you miss is finally ready to tell you everything. You may feel your skin shiver. That's not fear. That's the soul memory waking up. You may feel heat in your chest. That's not anxiety. That's the divine trying to burst through your armor. Michael says they forgave you. Yes, even if you thought they left this world angry, they didn't. They left whispering your name with love, with tears, with hope. And their hope is in this moment. You can feel it, can't you? That you were meant to find this. That all the noise in your life was leading up to this truth. Michael says, this person loved you more than they ever said out loud. And now they want to give you one final miracle, but you must stay. You must listen. There is a message about your future, about a decision you're about to make. And if you skip this, you will make that decision with only half the truth. Michael says, you will cry for the rest of your life if you ignore this, because this moment right here is the last time they will speak to you. They are using this message to send light through the darkness you've been walking in. And the next few words are their truth. Good, you stayed. That means your soul is listening. That means they know you're finally ready. Archangel Michael says the message begins now, and it will shake you, but it will also save you. They want you to know they never left the room. Even on the day you thought you were alone. Even when the world went quiet and the grief felt unbearable. Even when you whispered, where are you? They were there standing behind you, touching your shoulder, begging heaven to let them speak. And now heaven has said yes, but only once. Archangel Michael has made a deal with God to open this small window in time to allow this message to come through, to let you hear what the world was never supposed to tell you. This is why you feel like crying right now. It's not sadness, it's recognition. Your soul is recognizing its missing half, and the truth is about to pour in like rain. The person you're thinking about right now, yes, them, the one whose photo you keep, the one whose name you refuse to delete from your phone. They are right here, and they say, please don't let them lie lie to you anymore. Michael says something was hidden from you after their death. And if you don't open your eyes now, someone will take what is yours. Someone who has been watching you from the shadows. Someone who wants to erase your name from a blessing that was meant only for you. The message is clear. There is money. There is property. There is a name written. But they're trying to hide it. They're trying to shift it before you see the papers. They want you distracted. They want you quiet. But your loved one who passed, they've had enough. Michael says they begged to bring this truth to you because they saw what was coming next. They saw how someone would smile in front of you and then stab you the moment you turned around. They saw you trusting the wrong person, giving your energy to the wrong soul, opening your heart to someone who only wants to take. But here's the miracle. You don't have to walk into that trap. Not now. Because this message is your rescue. It's your rope in the middle of the storm. It's the lighthouse your ancestors lit for you before they left this world. Michael says, you're not crazy. You were right to feel what you felt. You were right to suspect what you couldn't prove. You were right to feel unsafe. Even when everyone told you were overthinking, your instincts were not wrong. They were divine. And now heaven is confirming what your soul has been screaming. But this isn't just about what's been taken from you. It's about what's still coming to you. A miracle has been held back, kept on pause because someone in your life was blocking the flow. But your loved one saw this and they told Michael, give them one last chance to see the full picture. Let them open their eyes before the miracle is transferred to someone else. Yes, that's what this is about. If you don't receive this message in full, if you skip or scroll, the miracle can be reassigned. It will be given to someone else. That's how serious this is. Michael says, you were never supposed to find this video unless you were ready to change your fate. And now you are. You're finally strong enough to see the lies. Strong enough to remember what they whispered in your dream that night. Strong enough to say, asterisk, I know who I am. I know what I deserve. I know who is trying to take it from me. And I know who is still fighting for me from the other side. Asterisk. Because make no mistake, they are fighting for you right now. Fighting to get this message through. Fighting to stop you from making a decision that would destroy the next 7 years of your life. Michael says you must open your eyes now or the door will close. You have 24 hours, maybe less. After that, this energy will shift. This moment will pass. And what you could have had will be delayed until you finally listen again. But they don't want that for you. They want you to receive. They want you to know. They want you to finally believe that they are still around you, still holding you, still whispering your name like a prayer. Do you know what they saw before they passed? They saw your future. They saw you rise. They saw you laughing again. They saw you getting everything you ever prayed for. But they also saw a shadow, a person, a betrayal, and they swore they would never leave until they could warn you. That warning is what you're reading right now. You still have time. Michael says, you have not ruined your life. You have not missed your chance, but you are at the final doorway, and the door is closing fast. Will you step through, or will you keep pretending this isn't real? Because the soul who died, they say asterisk. If you love me, please don't ignore me now. Michael says their energy is still glowing in your room, still waiting to be heard, still begging you to stay just a little longer because in the next part of this message asterisk asterisk, they will reveal the biggest secret of all. Asterisk asterisk. Good, you stayed. Archangel Michael is relieved. The angels are still holding the gate open, and the soul who's been waiting in silence asterisk, they just smiled. Isk, because they know you're finally ready to hear the rest. This part, it's the most important. They want to tell you about the night they died. Michael says asterisk. They never got to speak what was in their heart before they left their body, but now through you, they finally can. Asterisk, that night they were afraid not of dying, but of not getting to say goodbye. They thought about your face, your smile, your laugh, your future. They weren't scared of the light. They were scared that you might think they gave up on you, but they never did, not even for a second. As they left this world, their soul reached for you. In that last breath, they asked the angels, will they know I still love them? And Michael replied, not yet, but someday, yes. That someday is now. This is the moment they dreamed of. The chance to say the things they never got to say, like how proud they are of you, like how they never stopped watching you even when you thought they were gone, like how you became stronger than they ever imagined. But there's something else, something they couldn't tell you while they were alive, a family truth, a lie wrapped in love, something they overheard, something they witnessed, something they were too afraid to confront before they passed. But now they can speak it freely. Michael says asterisk, someone you trust has not been honest with you. Asterisk, this person wears a smile, but their heart is dark, and they've been manipulating your path quietly, gently, but with purpose. They do not want you to succeed because your success would expose something they're hiding. Your loved ones saw this, and they've been trying to tell you. Every broken friendship, every delay, every strange coincidence, it all ties back to this person. And unless you release them now, you will carry their curse into the next season of your life. Michael says, asterisk, the next 6 weeks are sacred. They will define the next 6 years, but only if you walk away from what's draining you. Asterisk. Your past loved one is begging. Please don't give your energy to the one who doubted you. I saw what they said when you weren't in in the room. I saw the lies they spread. I saw the moment they chose to betray you, and I could not stop it until now. That's why this message came when it did, to warn you, to prepare you, to give you the upper hand before it's too late. Because a new season is arriving, a shift, a golden opportunity, something you've been praying for is coming closer. But if your energy is still tied to that person, the blessing won't come through. Michael says, asterisk, God does not bless what drains you, asterisk. So this is your test. And your loved one says, I am still here to guide you, but you must take the first step. You must leave the door open long enough for this truth to settle into your soul. You may be thinking, what should I do now? Here's what Michael says. 1. Don't tell anyone about this message, because not everyone around you is ready for the truth. 2. Write their name down. Yes, the name of the person you believe this message is about, the first one that came to your mind. That's not a guess. That's your intuition. That's them speaking through you. 3. Look for the number 7, asterisk, asterisk. 7 is the sign that the angels are confirming everything in this message. When you see it, know this. They're watching. They're guiding. They're with you. And finally, 4, don't skip the ending. Asterisk, asterisk. Because what comes next will unlock the miracle they've been holding for you. You see, heaven was never punishing you. The delay wasn't punishment. It was protection. They were waiting for this moment. Isk this very second, asterisk, to make sure you were ready to receive what they died holding on to. And now it's yours, but only if you accept it. Michael says the veil is closing. The light is starting to dim. Your loved one is being called back into silence. And this is their last message, asterisk. I'm still with you. In every step you take, in every song you hear, in every tear you cry, I'm not gone. I've just changed form. I'm in the wind. I'm in the silence. I'm in the strength you feel when you thought you had none. And I need you to live now. I need you to shine. I need you to stop waiting and start choosing. You are the miracle. Now go claim the life I saw when I looked at you for the last time. Archangel Michael now places his hand on your shoulder. He whispers, asterisk, it is done, asterisk, but only if you believe, and so heaven watches. Your name now pulsing with divine frequency echoes gently through realms where time doesn't exist, where pain cannot follow, where love is eternal. Archangel Michael stands with his sword lowered, not for battle, but for blessing. Because the war you've been fighting is over. The heaviness you've carried, it's melting quietly, softly, supernaturally. You don't even have to try anymore. You just have to allow the love, allow the help, allow the restoration, because now everything changes. Your loved one. Yes, that loved one is still near. Not as a ghost, not as a memory, but as light, as presence, as love that refused to die. Their energy is so close you could breathe it in if you dared. And maybe you just did. That chill on your arms, that thump in your chest, that strange, beautiful stillness. That's them. They're watching you realize that it's real. That all of it, the signs, the timing, this message was perfectly placed by heaven's hand. That every delay was actually divine protection. That the people who left had to. That the job that slipped through was never meant to hold you. That the relationship that broke your heart was actually breaking open your destiny. You didn't fail. You outgrew what was never built to hold your greatness. And now you're becoming dangerous to the darkness because light lives in you again. Hope lives in you again. And faith, true, solid, unshakable faith is beginning to burn inside you. Even if it's quiet, even if it's only a flicker, heaven doesn't need a forest fire to move. It only needs a spark. Archangel Michael says, the next 14 days will define your next 14 months. You'll receive a divine encounter, a reversal, a release, an unexpected opening. Something you almost gave up on will circle back. And this time you'll be ready, but it comes with a test. You will be tempted to go back to what you've healed from, to respond like the old you, to settle out of fear. Don't. You are not who you were. You are not the version of you that begged to be seen. You are the version of you that is being sent. Sent to shake atmospheres, to break cycles, to carry light, to create peace. Walk like it, speak like it, believe like it. You are becoming living proof that God never forgets his promises. Your loved one sees the path ahead, and it's stunning. It's not just healing, it's glory. It's not just survival, it's overflow. They're not just proud. They're in awe of how far you've come with half the support and twice the pain. They want you to remember this. The hardest part is done. Now you get to receive, and they won't let you miss it this time. You'll begin to notice the following: random waves of peace in the middle of chaos. Names or faces from the past returning with clarity. Songs, numbers, or dreams that repeat over and over. Sudden alignment in things that felt blocked for years. A soft inner voice that says something's coming. Believe it. That's not a coincidence. That's your timeline shifting. Michael says, you've passed the hidden tests. The ones no one saw. The ones where you chose kindness even when you were breaking. The ones where you stayed silent instead of defending yourself. The ones where you loved without conditions. Heaven saw all of it. And now you're owed. Not just spiritually, physically in this life. In this body, in this timeline. This is your inheritance. And no one, no fear, no human, no mistake can take it from you. From now on, speak these words out loud. I am in divine alignment. What is mine is on its way. I receive it now with ease and peace. And when you say it, your loved one smiles because you finally heard them. And not just them, yourself, your soul, your calling, your knowing. They say to you now in their final whisper for tonight, don't you dare give up. We didn't bring you this far to stop here. Keep keep going. The best part is about to begin. And with that, the message ends, but the miracle begins. Yes, let's close this sacred message the way heaven intended. Soft, powerful, unforgettable. The silence after this message isn't really silence at all. It's full of presence, full of peace, full of every word they were too afraid to say in life. Now resting gently in your spirit, Archangel Michael says ****. You've heard what you were meant to hear. Now comes the part that changes your life. * what you choose to do with it. ***. There are no more warnings, no more signs, no more messages after this. Heaven has given